So now Donald Trump is doing this thing where he wants to block Indians and Chinese people from coming in and attending Harvard University in America. It's an insane idea. I think he's forgetting what truly makes America great, which is the openness. That's the entire point of what makes this world, America, stand out in this world, all right? So when you slap tariffs and anything like price controls or anything that closes things, that's bad. It goes against the very DNA of what makes America America, okay? This is partly, okay, I don't know if you ever read Yuval Noah Harari, is that his name? The guy who writes the books like Sapiens and all that kind of stuff. He inadvertently makes these really great points, and I don't know if it's inadvertent or advertent, is that a word? Where, okay, let me give you an example. He started talking about animals and how mammals specifically, and maybe fish, maybe birds, we don't know, and all this stuff, but we know for a fact that mammals feel pain. So when you take a calf away from a cow, from a mother cow, or even a pig, a small pig away, what are the piglets? When you take a piglet away from a pig, the mother is actually crying. It's a very sad situation for the mother. And even though this may not have been his intent, it made me rethink whether I should be eating mammals. Like, I'm a Hindu anyway, I shouldn't be eating meat, but I should really not be eating cows anyway. But I know Hindus probably aren't going to want to hear that the pigs are grouped in with cows, but mammals are mammals. This means that mothers are crying, and when you're doing that and you're taking the babies away, this is a really terrible thing to do. So similarly, you're like, well, what does that have to do with Harvard University? I'm going to bring it back. He talks about, Harari talks in another part of his books, he talks about why price controls are bad. And, there's this quote that goes, without money, we'd all be rich. Not without money, we'd all be poor, but without money, we'd all be rich, because it's what separates, obviously, the rich from the poor. The rich have money and the poor don't. The affluent are the right versus the indigent. But the reason is, because people always go, well, why couldn't we use just a barter economy? Why couldn't we do that? Like, we trade a mule for spinach. Well, because then the question becomes, well, how old is the mule and how fresh is the spinach? And that's what money does. It assigns value to things, and that's why we need money. So very quickly gets to the idea of price controls and why they didn't work in the Soviet Union, because you have the Politburo and these people at the top who are setting price controls, and that is a vastly inferior system to an open market. That's the whole point. Even though we have crony capitalism, that's actually a better way of saying it. Crony capitalism and all these things in America, true capitalism, where you have a free, laissez-faire, open market, that's the way things are supposed to work, because then you get the true value of what things are. Why? Because it's open. That's the idea. Anytime you close things, when you put on more tariffs, when you put in immigration restrictions, America works because it is an open society. To not understand that is to go against the very DNA of what makes America great to begin with. I'm done.